Hey everybody, Jeremy here, and this is going to be an unboxing of my very first Amiibo. I have never purchased any kind of Amiibo before because I'm not necessarily into Amiibo. And I'm going to show you what's in here, and you probably already know. It's probably in the screenshot. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But I wanted to just sort of also take this opportunity to talk about Amiibo in general and why I don't collect Amiibo, because it does seem like something that would be right up my alley. You know, I love collecting Nintendo-based figures. I'm always looking for new world Nintendo stuff. It's just really hard to find. And, you know, this will be something I'll be really interested in, but I'm not. And I want to tell you why. So anyway, the Amiibo that I have is this one right here. It's pretty cool. This is the 8-bit Mario Amiibo. And he is in the classic colors of the brown and red. There's another variant of this with modern colors with blue and red, but I think that's exclusive to somewhere, somehow, and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so why did I even buy this if I'm not really into Amiibo? Well, because I really like the way that this one looked, because it's an 8-bit Mario, it's all blocky, and it just looks cool. Another Amiibo that I like that I might get would be the Yarn Yoshi. I don't know if it'll be the big one or just one of the smaller ones, but I like the way that those look. They're unique. They're not like the other Amiibo, so I just might get those just for display purposes. But the reason why I haven't gone crazy with Amiibo is because I don't like how Nintendo handles Amiibo. I don't like how they do it in this country. I hear that's different in other countries, but the fact that some Amiibo are just really, really difficult to obtain to the point where it's just ridiculous. Now, I understand about the rarity of things and chase figures and, hey, exclusive, you got to go get this. There's only a limited supply. I get that. I understand that. I'm thinking about the Hasbro Star Wars Black Series figures, and right now how it's pretty much impossible to go into a store and find a First Order Stormtrooper or a Kylo Ren. I know, and part of being a collector is sometimes when you find that rare figure or that hard to find figure that no one else managed to get, you know, it feels good, you know, you're like, I got the exclusive, I got one of the rare ones, yeah, that's great. So that's fine, I'm not against that at all. But in some cases with Amiibo, it's just ridiculous. Like, let's say if there's a Target exclusive Amiibo and each store will get maybe 6 of them. And sometimes you don't even know what Target store is going to get them. Just know that it's a Target exclusive. Is your Target going to get it? It might not. If you know someone on the inside that can probably tip you off, then yeah, you can probably get it that way, or at least know that it's there, but there'll only be 6 of them, or 7. Or 10, and then they're gone. When are they going to get some back? I don't know. You'll have to keep checking the internet and forums and everything, because someone might have information about a possible restock, and then you can go get one of these extremely rare Amiibo. And I just feel like that is so unnecessary. You can't tell me that it's not possible for Nintendo to more evenly spread out their giant library of Amiibo. You can't tell me that there is a good reason why across a major chain in the United States, you can only have a handful of one kind of Amiibo there at any given time that's just going to sell out within minutes. And who knows, maybe someone will bring 3 of their friends or 6 of their friends, and they all get in line one after the other, and they'll just go get them all. And what are they going to do? They're going to put them on eBay, they'll put them on Amazon, and they'll try to make a bunch of money off of them, because there's no other place to get them. And the collectors will get so desperate, they'll just pay outrageous prices. I didn't really pay an outrageous price for this. I got this from GameStop.com, and I think it was like $12.99. I think that's the standard price for just about all Amiibo. And before I got this, I told myself, I'm not chasing this thing. When I see that it's available at GameStop, I saw it on Twitter, and I just went to GameStop's website, went to put it in my cart. The first time I tried to do it, I put it in my cart and I went to check out, and it was deleted from my cart because it was gone. The second time that I tried it, maybe like a day or 2 later after I saw it was available again, it actually let me get it, and it went through. But I didn't fret, because I was like, hey, I'm either going to get this thing easily or I'm not going to get it at all. That's the way it's going to be. I'm not going to chase after any ridiculously hard to find Amiibo. I think it's just absolutely shameful the way that Nintendo handles so many of these. You shouldn't have to jump through so many hoops. You shouldn't have to resort to importing an Amiibo on Amazon over from like Japan and pay like $10 or more than the standard retail price because they didn't give you a fair shot to get it in the United States. That's just not right. And I know that Nintendo knows this. And if they wanted to, they could change it. Now, I'm not saying take the rare amiibo and make them common. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying make it more fair. If you are only going to have a handful of a certain amiibo in a certain type of store, then don't bother. Don't bother, because 99% of people who buy amiibo aren't going to be able to get it. And just creating this demand for it based on the fact that you intentionally supplied a very, very low amount of amiibo. It's the same thing I think would happen with the Wii. Back in the day when the Wii was extremely hard to find, I think that Nintendo intentionally kept supply low in order to keep demand high. That's what they did. Do I have any proof of that? No. But you can't tell me so many years into the Wii's life, it was so hard to find. I know it was a very high selling system, but come on. Come on. Yeah, I do not believe that it was that difficult to push out more. And now the same thing's happening with these amiibo. And the crazy thing is, I don't really have a use for this. You know that you put this on like the Wii U gamepad or the new 3DS, you put the amiibo on there, you get added functionality. How many people actually do that? Most people collect these just to have them on display because they look good, they're solid, the paint is normally always great, the detail's normally always great. If I were to take this, you have to look on the back to see what I can use this for. I can use this amiibo figure in Super Mario Maker to get a super power up and bust blocks. You know darn well that feature is not worth $12. So people are buying these just to have them as figures, and that's cool. They're priced in a way that I think is fair, or at least competitive with other brands. Skylander's pretty much costing the same region, so do the Disney Infinity characters. And when Lego Dimensions comes out, it's going to be hovering around the same price. So, you know, I understand that. This is in line with market values. That's fine. But, yeah, I am not going to go out of my way to get any amiibo. Nintendo can say all that they want, like, oh, well, we hear you and we're trying to do better and we're going to bring back some of the rare amiibo that you may not have gotten a chance to get. Do you really think that they're going to bring those back in such a quantity that will give you a fair shake of getting it? I'm not saying bring 50,000 over here and make sure that everyone has a chance to get it so that it can just stay on store shelves forever and ever and ever. I'm not saying that. But do you think that they're going to bring in enough of a shipment so that you don't have to wait outside and hope that you're one of the lucky 6 to actually get the amiibo that you want, that you won't have to ask a friend of a friend of a friend if Target's truck has come in yet or if Best Buy's truck has come in yet in order for you to get the amiibo that you want. And hey, I know you're not supposed to do this, but can you slide it to the side for me and I'll come get it? Or can you slide it to, whatever you got to do, hook me up so I can get an amiibo. That's crap. You should never have to do that. Never. And that's why I don't have these lining my shelf. If things were different, then yeah, I probably would have a lot of amiibo because they look great. But I can't do it. I cannot support that kind of really shifty business practice. And Nintendo's already been acting like well, they've been a-holes lately when it comes to this stuff and when it comes to YouTube stuff and how they copyright claim videos of like just about anything Nintendo. They want to take a cut of that. They want to bring you over into this program that they have on YouTube that is not a good deal for you. I don't know what's going on there, but they have not been very cool lately. I don't understand that it's their right to do that stuff if they want to, since they do own it. But hey, just because you can do it doesn't mean that you should do it. You're just kind of being a jerk. So anyway, that's my rant about Amiibo. I have no problem getting the Amiibo that I want as long as I don't have to kick grandma in the shins in order to get it, because it's not worth it. So if things can continue to be fair, then that's fine. But as a whole, if there's an Amiibo that I want and I see that, oh, this is a Walmart, Target, GameStop, exclusive, limited quantities. There's only going to be 10, no rain checks. I'm just going to say, nope, get it out of here. I don't want it. Keep it fair, and if I like it, then I'll get it. So that being said, you should not expect a lot of Amiibo videos from me because I'm just not going to do them. I'm not going to jump into that. And which is a shame because it easily could have been a lot of money out of my pocket to Nintendo. But yeah, that kind of stuff I cannot support. It is crap. So anyway, that's my rant. And what do you think about Amiibo and how crazy it is to get some Amiibo? You think it's fair? Do you go out and chase them? If you do, hey, more power to you. That's fine. That's your business. I'm just not going to do it. But yeah, what do you feel about these things? Let me know if you want to in the comments. And yeah, I'm not an in-the-box collector, so I'm taking this thing out and I'm going to display it. So thanks so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jeremy, and I will talk to you later.